think we're actually live. Cool. Welcome to the stream. This is where I'm going to be making some thumbnails here. And just gonna hang out and have a good time. It's pretty chill, pretty relaxed. That's why I got some nice soothing music. By the way, tell me if it's loud or too quiet and I can adjust it accordingly, because I don't really know. Either way, I think it's good. Let me make sure I can view the chat. That's what I need to see. Stream chat, which is right here. Here we go. Pop that baby out. We're gonna move it right here where I can easily see it. Great. So, coming to this, we're going to get some Google up, and get rid of some of these things. And we're gonna go, that's my current channel. Music is louder than me. Thank you, XD. Thank you. Let me adjust that. And I can adjust this too. How is that? Much better? Let me know. Let me know, X-Dude. We're going to get away from the Zero Plays account. Yeah. Good. Good. I'm glad it's good, X-Dude. By the way, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I never thought you would come check me out and hang out. Because you're an artist, and I just copy and paste a bunch of pictures and pretend I'm good at things. What? Spen, what? You like my professional looking stream? Looking pretty good. I got a logo up there. I need to see what thumbnails I have to make. And I'm making thumbnails for you, by the way, Spen, so back off. Because let's face it, look at this garbage thumbnail. Look at this thing. It's just a picture of Tom. Who cares? Who cares? You should angle that cam down a bit. Why? No way. I'm just gonna slouch. It's too bad. I'm supposed to sit up like this. But that's about it. I can't angle it down because my here, let me see if I can show you. If I just, you can kind of see my wall a little bit. There we go. You can see my wall, so I have to hide it because I don't have anything. And I just slouch over time like this. So eventually I'm going to be on the stream just like this. I'm going to be looking like this, doing thumbnails. Thanks for dropping everything for me. X-Dude, I appreciate it. You're awesome. This is really uncomfortable. Alright. Yeah, you will get over it. Thanks, man. Okay, so I got 2 thumbnails that I gotta make. Oh, no, I got 3. No, I already made a thumbnail for that. Why is there just this one? Oh, that's for Patreon. So we're gonna make one for the Wibble and our latest podcast. And if you haven't seen it, go check it out. First thing I'm going to do, though, is this. Every time we make a thumbnail, the timer blocks out, like, the geek. So when it shows the video. So we're going to make this a little smaller now. Thinking about right here. That way, I think future thumbnails will look a little crisper. If that doesn't work for the future, if I don't like it, I'll probably change and how the logo works. And we'll redesign it in the future. Because I like to do that. See how it goes. And thanks, Ben. It is quality content. So, let's go. We're doing the Son of a Geek podcast, right? And here we're talking about Genshin Impact. So we're going to look up some Genshin Impact images. I didn't have to type that. I could have just went to Genshin Impact. Good luck on your stream, Spen. Have fun. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, with Genshin Impact, we need to pick the picture that looks just like Legend of Zelda, right? Like Badawa. is what we talked about in the podcast. Let's see. If I can do Genshin Impact, maybe we can get some PNGs. Ooh. No, not quite. I mean, this guy, we can probably cut this guy out. I'm thinking, yeah, he's sexy. Look at that. He's showing some abdomen, showing that belly button. Oh, man. It gets my pickles in a jar. Yeah, I don't really have a good analogy for that. What's up, BPD? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I'm just here making some thumbnails and talk. So feel free to just talk at me and, you know, ask anything. Because I'm an open book. Or we can talk about you. What have you been up to? Because I haven't been up to a whole lot. Let's see. Oh, dang it. Right here. Okay, and we're going to get another image, I think, to kind of fit that. Man, this music is bumping. I'll tell you what. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty nice, actually. I'm a fan. Nope, not what I wanted. That one is a punga. So we're going to move the punga there. Yeah. I'm going to grab that punga. It's up there. Let's see if we can find... Ooh, there we go. There we go. She's the main person all over the game. So we're going to save that image too. And move that punga right here. Oh, she's really tiny though. That's alright. We can make her bigger. And hopefully she doesn't... quality's alright. It's okay. It's fine. No one's going to notice it's small. You've been fine. You went back to school like 3 weeks ago, which is why I've been so silent. Well, enjoy school, man. I hope you have a great school year. What grade are you in? Feel free to not tell me if you don't want to, but I am legitimately curious. Okay, so now that we got that, we're gonna now get some Badawa link images, I think. Second year of college. That's dope, man. What are you studying? Oh, that's a pretty nice image. I like that. I like that. We're gonna copy this one over here. Then we're gonna paste it there. It's a nice picture. It's one I haven't really used before. Let's get a Zelda now. Thinking Zelda. See if we can find an artwork just like that, though, because they kind of have this anime theme going on. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. What else did they got? Let's see. Not quite there. Not quite there. This, though, right there, it's pretty... Nah. Doesn't quite match the theme a whole lot. A little better. Ooh, that's closer. It's closer. We're gonna take this one just in case. Doesn't quite fit. She's a little too cute comparatively. I would say, oh, that one's really good. That one's really good. It doesn't match the tone lighting though too much, but I do like it. I like it a lot. Studying biology so you can study animal science in uni. Currently going to a junior college to be a veterinarian. That's awesome. It's way better than what we're doing. We're doing nothing with our lives. We just make silly little shorts that hopefully can entertain a few people. But what you do sounds amazing and actually impactful, and kudos to you, good sir, because that's awesome. That's awesome. That one, we're gonna copy that one. I think we're gonna use this one. I think it fits better than this one does. Yeah, it does. Okay. So here we go. We're gonna now eliminate the background. And grab this. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Okay, so now we're gonna boom. Alright, and seems pretty legit here. I think we're good. We're gonna cut this out for now and then eliminate the rest. What are your thoughts on Terry and Sans in Smash Ultimate? I'm pretty excited. I haven't played Smash in a while, but I love the fact that this Smash specifically is getting all kinds of characters. It's amazing. I'm super pumped about it. I love it, and I'm on board. 100% on board. I'm going to try them out for sure. I'm probably going to be bad because I haven't played Smash in forever, and I'm not that great anymore. I mean, I wasn't too great before, but I used to go to, like, local tournaments when I was a lot younger in Melee days. Now, I'm terrible. You can just ask Ender. He demolished me when we played. I have to clean that up, but we're going to move it. That's PNG, so we're good. That's a PNG. I think we don't need this sexy guy. What do you think? We got two pretty ladies. We don't need the sexy dude. Maybe? The one character I want most is Waluigi. He's been the character I've wanted for years and years since Brawl. Fair point. Fair point. A lot of people do love Waluigi. We could get rid of this girl because, you know, she's not as clear. I think I'm going to do it. We're going to go with blondes. There we go. We got Zelda. See? Zelda and a Link. That's what's going to happen here. So now we're going to make this guy the forefront so I can cut him out. Boom, boom. Just kind of hover everywhere a little bit. But Spen, BPD, I love the fact that you're going to be a veterinarian. You're doing something with your life that's amazing, and you're choosing something that seems to be, I'm going to imagine, you're passionate about. Not too many people go to be veterinarians for, you know, money or something. They're typically pretty passionate. So, kudos, man, for that. That's awesome. Alright. So here, let's see. We're eliminating the sword because it's already kind of cut off, and I don't want to have to deal with that later. We're not going to have that pendant. I think we're good right here, and then we'll clean it up. Yeah. Oh, hey, Drew, it's your first year of high school. Whoa! Big time of your life, man. Next 4 years are going to be awesome or terrible. I guess it depends on your perspective of high school, but make it awesome. Make some new friends, because high school friends tend to last a little longer than middle school. Not saying you can't have middle school friends that last forever, but in high school you tend to be a little more mature and view that. I'm also a pretty big animal lover. My wife is a much larger animal lover, and we're not vegan either because meat tastes so good. It's okay. I think it's natural to eat animals, just maybe not your dog. Unless you want to, I mean, then you can, and then people are going to hate you because people have this thing for dogs. But, Drew, that's great. I hope you really enjoy your first year of high school. I hope it's fantastic. And tell everyone about Next to Nothing, please. Please, 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 please. I'd love to hit 1,000 subs before we hit our anniversary of Next to Nothing. So that would be great. Just tell everybody. Everybody. Break into your PA system and, you know, announce it. And then, like, when they call a assembly, take over the video projector and show them some Next to Nothing. All right. Thanks, Drew. You're awesome, man. How you been, by the way? What are you doing with your life? What's going on besides starting high school? Forgive me. I also get sidetracked pretty easily with I'm a one-track mind kind of guy, so it's hard for me to multitask. So streaming is not my best thing. However, I am a rambler, so I'm prone to just talk and talk about things that are relevant. More than likely not, but I'm going to talk anyways. and things that people are interested in. I'm not like good at talking, but I say a lot of words. And I'll continue to say words until someone else talks, or I'm super hyper focused, which happens sometimes. Like typically when I'm trying to learn something, I get quiet and I focus really hard on learning it. Then I won't talk as much. But once I learn it, I'll just talk up a storm. And I notice people are saying something. Zio's all about them shameless plugs. Damn straight, man. Shameless plug, 100%. Like, I have a video on my Zio Plays channel. Shameless plug there. If you want to check out Zio Plays. I haven't posted content in months. Anyways, I went to Comic-Con just to promote myself. And I'm going to do it again this year, but to promote game. It's going to be great. People seem to be talking about careers, so I might as well say now I'm planning to take the science and math classes I can to get a degree in biology and criminal justice. Words, that's how talking usually works. Thanks, X, dude. Let me rephrase. I guess I just don't say anything of value 95% of the time. Probably higher, like 99. Plan to be a game warden. That's hardcore, man. That's super dope. I'm glad you know what you want to do so young. When I was 14, I wanted to be a teacher. And I got my education degree to teach math in middle school. I did that for a little bit. And then I was like, let's not do this anymore. So I'm not a teacher anymore. I didn't discover my real passion of, trying to make entertainment or media or like movies or TV shows. Like next to nothing is my step into that. Like I want to create my own shows. I want to create a movie. I didn't discover that until a few years ago. Well, actually, I didn't discover it till really recently. Like I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel, and I have like a really cringy one from like 11 years ago. It exists. It's findable, but it's really bad. I used to want to do skits, and I've always wanted to do movies and stuff, and I didn't realize how much that was a passion that I wanted to pursue until I started game. I'm already subbed to Zio Plays. Thanks, BPD. That isn't the old channel I was talking about, but yeah, I do plan to make content for that again rather quickly. Smoked Blue Cat, you found it. What did you find? And Drew, what are you saying oh really to? Because I said a lot of nonsense just in the last minute. We're going to clean up Link over here. And, like, when you make thumbnails, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I'm not doing a great cleaning job. There's obviously mistakes, but the point is these are going to be small images, so you can kind of cheat a little bit. And don't have to be a perfectionist. All the nonsense from the last minute. Well. Oh, really, to all of it, huh? So, like, is there something you're wanting to know more about in particular? Or were you just saying, oh, really, for passage of time and words? Because that's just how people react to things. And, again, I'm rambling. Oh, shit, I just screwed that up. No, go back. Why wouldn't I go back? I'm hitting Control Z. That's awkward. Alright. Well, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen. And like I said, I've gone too far. I'm not doing it. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one's going to know except you guys or anybody else who watches this afterwards, but I doubt someone's going to watch this. I mean, who wants to watch me edit thumbnails? Like, for real. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Interesting question. Thoughts on Slipknot and metal music in general? I love some forms of metal. Like, I love rock and rock alternative. Metal can push it for me. Slipknot's not bad. I used to listen to Slipknot a lot when I was younger. Like elementary through some high school. My tastes have changed and kind of mellowed out a bit. But overall, I still have an appreciation for it. So, like, when a song pops up and I know it, I'm down. I'm down. Should I make her go this way? Nah, I'm not going to do that. That's nonsense. That is nonsense, and we don't do that around here. Let's see. We do a lot of nonsense, actually. Now that I think about it, there's so much nonsense that happens. Okay, so we got Legend of Zelda right here. We got Zelda here, and we got Link here. And just for confirmation's sake, I know this is Zelda and that this is Link, but I think I'm funny, so I'm going to call him Zelda. And hopefully somebody who doesn't know me comes onto the stream and is like, why the fuck is he saying that's Zelda? And gets really mad at me. That's my dream. It is not a great dream, but, you know, we all got to start somewhere. I'm going to tilt him out this way a little bit. Separate them so, like, maybe... Yeah, there's a little space. I always found the film industry interesting. That's all. I won't hog the attention anymore. You can hog all my attention. I'm here to talk to you and anybody else. I will get through this entire list. If there's like 40 questions, I will answer all of them eventually. And I typed that too late and the subject has moved on. That's fine. I will jump back to a subject. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have standards. Like, I'm really low on the standard list. So, like, you want to talk about something I mentioned, 5-10 minutes ago? I'm totally okay with that. I'm on board. I'm with you. Now, she looks like she's a badass. She's ready to murk someone. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited for Genshin Impact. I love JRPGs. The film industry is amazing. I actually see, like, every movie that comes out ever. Wife and I, we literally go to the theaters all the time. We watch practically everything. And when I actually start releasing content for Zeo Plays again, it's going to be related to movies. I'm going to start doing some things. I'm pretty excited about it. So, sub to Zeo Plays, because eventually content will come out. And hopefully, very, very soon. I'm trying to come up with a schedule to focus on Zeo Plays and then a schedule to focus on a game. And that's a really big image. There we go. Move that there. Yeah, sure. That looks good. You're a massive metalhead, with Slipknot being your favorite band. The newest album is really good. My favorite band in the world was Linkin Park. Loved almost all of their albums. I loved all their albums to a degree. There's some albums I'm not as big of a fan of, but I'm sad about Chester. However, things happen, we move on, and I love other music. But there's also other music that I love people wouldn't expect me to love. So we're going to put this guy, like, right here, I think, because he's like, I am me, and I want to fight you, right? Yeah, I'm thinking, and then maybe we put her behind him? Because he's, like, doing this cool hand thing, and she's just there. She's just there to look pretty. So maybe, yeah, we do something like this, I'm thinking, and then bring her right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with some, not fire, but grease. I'm thinking I might bring her down here. Maybe she goes in front of him because she's kind of like leaning out. I'm like, oh, Link, you're so dreamy. Just like that. And he's like, hold up. He's like, girl, I'm super dreamy, girl. Let's make some Linky babies. And that is the story of Legend of Zelda. I'm such an idiot. Alright. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good, right? Like, yeah, look at that. Small, it's perfect. So now we move the Son of a Geek logo back up here because it has to be in the forefront. There. And I'm thinking, since people are saying, like, oh, it's a ripoff, it's a clone. Why are you like this? Link babies? Linkin Park is really good. Rip Chester, he was an amazing singer. My favorite. I love his voice. Best song ever, though, is Messenger from 1,000 Suns. Go listen to it. It's sad, but yet also makes you happy. And yes, Link babies, okay? That's what they call them. So I'm thinking we're going to type copy down. We're going to see what that brings us in Google. Obviously, it's not doing a whole lot for me. So maybe we just take like a versus sign, right? You know, we're going to type versus. So we got that. And you know what this reminds me of? We can do that. Let's do equals. So like we get a neat little equal sign, right? And boom. Something like that, I'm thinking. Yeah, it kind of inspires me a little bit. Ooh, yeah. So now we're going to do something. I think I got it. And do that. There's a lot of yep going on around my head right now. So, yep. Okay, let's see. There we go, a little thicker. And like right there. That way you can still see Link's arm because he's cool. He's a badass. But then we have the division of like make it a little wider. I'm thinking. Yeah, right there. Boom! Look at that. Bing, bada, boom. You can see his hand. He's still like, I'm gonna fight you. We'll move him over just a little bit. There we go. Give him a little space. And then I'm thinking we'll move Zelda in a little more too. Because you want to see her. But we want more of Link. Because, I mean, let's face it. Even though it's called Legend of Zelda, it's Link's game. Granted, I actually really don't know. I haven't played Badawa. And I want to. So, we'll see. Is my face really dark? Is my lighting bad here right now? If that's the case, let me see if I can make an adjustment. Yeah, it's so dark around me. Let me go. Let me correct this. Let's change the brightness and saturation. And bring this down just a little bit. Oh man, look at all that nonsense. It's so much. I'm thinking right there. And then contrast, we're going to take down just a tad. Turn my brightness up a little bit. Okay, we're going to hit the exposure. Maybe right there, I'm thinking. That seems like a healthy amount of exposure. And I'm going to do something like this. Hold up a sec, I got this. Check it out, this might help. Ah-ha-ha! Not a lot, but it helps, right? Got a little light behind me. Shows a little depth, right? Right. Yeah. There we go. I think... it's not great. It's still not great. Let's see. Let's configure a little more. Let's see what we can do. What can we do? Let's get our white balance. And it doesn't do a whole lot. Let's see, low light compensation. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's not doing much. I'm trying. I'm really trying here. There's just so much darkness going on, apparently. Apply. Yeah, this is what we gotta deal with, guys. I will correct the problem. I had a much brighter light. Definitely got Breath of the Wild. I'm not a big fan of the Zelda series, but I was a big fan of the game. That game looks so good. But I had a brighter light behind me. However, the batteries died. So I gotta fix that. And it will be better the next time. So I apologize. You have to deal with the awkward darkness behind me. Hopefully it looks not terrible, but I'm just a floating head. Alright, back to the images, right? Yeah, let's see. Did I delete that? I did. I'm an idiot. So let's gonna move this back over here. And I need some background images, right? So we're gonna hit Badawa background, because that's how I do things. Pretty much cheat. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful picture. These are all beautiful pictures. But I'm thinking I'm gonna take this one. because it's already perfect. We're going to pop it right here. Boom. And then we're going to do that. Bow. Hit it. It's going to look gorgeous. Right there. No one's going to know that there's a Link and an aggro hanging out over there. I know the horse's name isn't Aggro, but it is for all intents and purposes of this video. And because I love Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of my favorite games in the world. It's a great game. It's an amazing game. Everybody should go play it. Like right now. If you don't want to play it, you should watch my series. I play it. I make a lot of loud noises. And I pretend I'm a horse. And it's great. I named the main character Rupert. I'm pretty sure it's not his name. But that is his name in my series. Man, Zelda, you got like speckles everywhere. It's driving me nuts. Cobra Kai. Anybody watch Cobra Kai? Is it good? Let me know. Let me know if you have. If you haven't, that's fine too. That's totally fine too. So now we need a background for Genshin Impact. Right? Alright. Where are my images? Where'd it go? I have multiple. Did I delete it again? There's no way. I did. Wow. I'm really an idiot. Alright, let's see. Drag another one over here. Because I'm such an idiot. Alright, we got Genshin Impact background. That is gorgeous. Look, it looks almost identical. So we need to find something that doesn't look pretty identical. I mean, I guess that's technically the issue, right? Like, here we go. Copy that. It's technically the issue. People are like, oh no, we can't use that. It's tiny. It is tiny. How's everyone else doing? I know there's a few of you still watching. How are you doing? How you chilling? What's going on in your life? There we go. We'll do this contrast thing. I like that. I like it. I'm gonna copy that. That way we can show the world that it's not the same game. Or is it? We'll put the moon right up there. Boom. It's beautiful. No one knows. You have arrived to disrupt everything. Good job, Toll. Good job. Way to steal my thunder. Just kidding. Oh, damn it. Welcome to the stream, Atoll. I'm teaching people how to make thumbnails, or at least how I make thumbnails, because I do a lot of things incorrectly and not properly. And that's fine, though. Boom. Here we go. Toll with the bar to crash. Boom. How long does it take for you to make a thumbnail usually? So, let's see. What are we at now? We're at 30 minutes. About this long. It depends really on the thumbnail, I would say. Anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, I guess. Thanks, X dude. I appreciate it. I love making thumbnails. It's just a lot of fun for me. Like, I used to be into art. I used to draw a lot, and I did a couple paintings here and there. I'm very artistic, but I've changed the passion from drawing to making thumbnails because I met my wife. She's a way better artist than me, and I was ashamed. No, it's just, you know, you grow out of certain passions, and part of the reason why I love art so much, I love watching other people's arts, because I used to draw, and I used to do all that nonsense, but I don't think I was very good. A couple people say I was alright, for the most part. I did okay. You know, I took a couple art classes. I think I took four art classes in high school. And then I didn't take any in college because I was like, who can have a career in art? That's dumb. And my wife proved me wrong because she's a professional photographer. And then she inspired me to pursue my passions. Boom. Don't tell her I said that, though. So I don't want her to know that she inspires me. Because that's the type of relationship we have. Why am I playing with that? I don't even care. No one's going to notice it. Alright. So now I got this line. We need to make this line stick out, right? To show real division. And sure, we got different pictures, different colors, but we're going to put a drop shadow on it. And then I can do a cartoony drop shadow, but we're going to do like a realistic shadow. So we're going to put some, boom, spread it out a little bit. We're going to bring it over here. Maybe sharpen just a tad. Move it. There you go. Look at that. So now when we zoom out, that line just pops. It sticks. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Me again, I always loved and still love art class. I do too. I wish I did art in college. Loved doing digital art back in high school. Was actually considered majoring art before settling on biology. I just tried to move your tool window to try to see that image. That's awesome, BPD, but I honestly think you made a better call. And I'm nothing against art. And you should pursue it as a career if you feel like you can do it. It's a really hard career to get into, but you should pursue it. However, I do not think art classes are necessary to be successful. Sure, they can teach you techniques, and you can learn the technical aspect of it. But my wife went to college for photography, and it taught her nothing about being a good photographer. It just taught her how a camera works and exposure and the technical aspects, which are all fine and dandy, and that helps. But real life experience gives you real chances. And so going to a school for art, I think, is a very silly thing. Unless you have your art involves a lot of technicality. So like going to school for editing and stuff, or like to be like a video editor or producer, there's a lot more behind the scenes of stuff that I would say that would be better for. But if you're going into like just like drawing and photography or anything that's more just expression, I would say I wouldn't recommend it for college. I mean, you can definitely do things as electives, but don't major in it. I would not suggest it. Side note, you should know you live in the middle of nowhere when trap shooting flying Clark like this, shotgun is a school sport. That's actually kind of awesome. I wish I had that in my class. I had a really large class. I went to a very large school. We definitely did not have that. We did not have that one bit. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I made a dividing line. What else was I doing? Yes, I need to make an equal sign. That's what I need to do. So we're going to, boom! We're going to, that. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to put this here, I think. There we go. And then we're going to tab it. Nope. Nope. Cancel. Shit. There we go. Not tabbing it. We're going to alt this, make a twin, and we're going to drag that down. Now we have an equal sign. But now with this, we're going to do another thing. We're going to combine these two shapes. And we're going to put a drop shadow on this too. It's not going to be as heavy, I think. I'm thinking we're going to make it a little less. There we go. Just enough to see it. And then, look at that. That might be a little too long, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow this in a little bit too. And about right there. Boom. So that's the oh no! Remove Zelda. Okay. We're good. Dividing line makes it look like you're saying not equal. Yes, it does. That was precisely the point, Toll. Thank you for picking up on that. And thank you, BPD, for saying it looks good. I appreciate that. So now we're going to save it. Save as. And we're going to put it in game. My thumbnails, because I keep all my thumbnails forever. And then this one was Son of a Geek Genshin. Now we're going to move... Let's see. We're going to move this up here so you guys can see. And that's my live. We're going to do our uploads. Now we're going to put this in. So put in our custom thumbnail, and it's the smallest of a geek. See, it's still legible, but it's tiny enough that I think you can still read it, because the time that tells you how long it is sits right here. So we'll play with it. We'll probably stick with this for a couple weeks, and then call it good. Heading over to GT Live now. Have fun, guys. Have fun. Thanks for stopping in, Toll. We're going to hang out. Great thumbnail. Can't wait to see the video itself. Well, lucky for you, Drew, it's a podcast, and it's already out. It came out before I got to make thumbnails. So, there you go. You can go listen to it right now. Or, if you are a patron, for $1 a month, we actually do a video podcast that we give to our patrons. Feel free to check that out. If you would like to help us out by donating $1, you get to watch our podcast. So it's a little extra, and they tend to be a tad longer. Now that I think about it, this is the wrong one. I just put the thumbnail on the patron. This is what I'm supposed to change the thumbnail for. That's fine. It can be the same thumbnail. It's the same podcast, technically. There you go. It's a good thumbnail. I'm proud of it. I like it. You guys said it looked good. I'm satisfied. You're satisfied. Let's move on. So now we gotta do this one. Wibble. Wibble. Now, I have no idea. Not a clue. Although that's a good image. No clue how to make this work. So, I'm thinking... What am I thinking? I'm going to cheat. We're going to move this over. We're going to go into our Discord channel. We're going to go into fan content. Everything's pinned, right? Look at that. X-Dude's amazing painting of Ness. That's so good. This person made some awesome drawings of Ness and Prek. That's so good too. Oh, and he made Robin. That's amazing. I need to message that guy. That's supposed to be Spen. Ashley. Oh, that looks great. Ooh, that guy did a really good Captain Prek too, man. Going through this is awesome. Oh, Ren's version of what Prek looks like. I love it. Okay, everyone gives Ness a mullet. I think it's hilarious. Okay, somebody may. It's so good. I love all of this. This is great. Oh, it's awesome. Oh man, somebody turned me into a female. That's weird. Super weird. I'm okay with it though. I'm on board. What am I looking for? This is what I'm looking for. Boom. So now we're going to open link, right? And we're going to save image right there. So then I can pull it out. Oh crap, what did it do? Here we go. Boom. That's what I want. So now we're going to do a new one. We're going to enter to accept that. So now we're going to open a new image. That was a blast to go through. People make really great art of the series. They do, BPD. They really do. All those people are super talented. Every one of them. X-Dude is great. Ren the Seer is great. Those other guys, they haven't really been active on our channel a whole lot, but they're amazing too. So, kudos to them. And everybody. Oh, shit. That was the wrong thing. So this is what I wanted. A, C, and B. There we go. So I'm thinking with this is what we'll do. Oh, I did the wrong thing. So we're gonna open game. I have, it's an NTN, I think. Project templates. I named it 5.8 because I'm an idiot. It's because for some reason I saved this. And this is the template we're gonna use. So we're gonna do boom and boom. There we go. Now, get rid of that. So, wibble. This fell into episode 6, right? I'm pretty... Oh, damn it, what did I do? So, with 6... Because 6 was the one with the montages. So now I have to cheat. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. Discard. So the one with the montages was episode 6, I believe. Right, guys? Someone confirm this for me. Somebody who's a super fan, tell me. 7's the one with the lost. 6 the one with the montages. Man, that thumbnail is terrible. It's a really uninspired thumbnail. I'm really upset with myself about that. So we're going to open that, I think. Another short to add to my ongoing growing playlist of NTN. I know, man. Haven't seen you comment on things in a while. But no worries. Watch it at your leisure. So we go. This is why I keep all my thumbnails. One of the reasons. That's game. I need to go to NTN because they have their own thumbnails. One of the reasons is so I can do this. So I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this color. I'm going to take this color itself and color overlay. Oops. That's what I wanted to do. Boom. So now it's the same color as episode 6 because we color code all of our episodes, and any minisode we make that falls into that episode's timeline, we color code it the same. So the one with the montages, this happened, we're going to say this is probably halfway through it. So we're going to say it's a 6.4. There we go. There we go. So now that's good. That's all set. So we got this guy here. He's angry. He's like, roar. And I'm thinking, boom. We'll make him the forefront. Because honestly, I usually do like green screen shots of the characters doing certain poses. And then I work with that. But because some mods that we use a lot haven't been updated, I can't really do that. I do watch the main episodes. I still gotta watch most of the shorts. You haven't watched a lot of the shorts? Dude, that's where a lot of the character building happens. So, like, the main episodes are just for, like, the story and the plot, but the shorts, that's where you build all the character. That's where you build their personalities. What was I doing? Yes, one of these. I got rid of it again, so here we go. I'm thinking we're gonna do something like psychedelic, maybe psychedelic background. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that out and see how it goes. Oh man, look at that. I do like that. And then I might have something. We can go through my list. Oh man, I wouldn't even know where to look for it, honestly. I'm really bad at keeping track of where I put things. Not my strong suit. So we're gonna go to program files, I think? No, we're just gonna search this PC. We're going to do Steam screenshots. Let's see. Public? No, not there. Welcome to my stream where I waste a lot of time looking for something. No. I have no idea, so we're lost. Anyways, there's a couple things going on. I'm thinking of watching those shorts for the first time in my Season 1 binge rewatch. Yeah, actually, if you just go to the Next to Nothing playlist, we have it all in chronological order because the shorts are technically a part of canon. All the shorts are canon, just like the main series. So, if you go to the playlist, everything should be in chronological order when it actually happens on the timeline. So, if you binge the whole thing, there's a lot of shorts. I think there's like 20 episodes total. So, like, between the main series and the shorts, I think there's 20 videos. Which is going to happen after Season 2, Episode 1 comes out. So I'm going to rewatch the show. Then, when that comes out, then watch Season 2, Episode 1. I'm really hoping to get Season 2, Episode 1 by the end of September. I'm really hoping by the end of this month, Episode 1 will be out. It's really hard because it's still kind of buggy in some aspects. And also, mods. There's a very important mod called Euclea that we use. So much of it, and we're filming what we can, but episode 1's huge. So far it's at like 12 minutes. It's a really big episode, and if you pay attention to most of our series, they're like 8 to maybe 10, and then our finale was 12 minutes, and that was a really big episode. So episode 1 of season 2 is huge. We're trying to start off with a bang. Are the 2 sub-spectaculars canon? Those are not canon. No. The sub-spectaculars are not canon. In the first sub-spectacular, we actually put in the background, it says non-canon. We don't do that for the second one, but to continue the theme, they are not canon. Just the shorts. If they say NTN episode and then a number, any number at all, that is canon. If it says anything else, it's not technically canon. Although, the Nessa's Imaginary Adventures with Cornelius, that is canon, and will be relabeled as such eventually. Anyways, I'm making a thumbnail about a Wibble. So, I don't have a whole lot of time, which is unfortunate. So, this is just going to be a super fast and easy thumbnail, I guess. And then we're just going to hang out, guys. Unless you don't want to hang out with me. Which is fine. You don't have to hang out with me either. Yeah, there we go. Give him some shadow. I really wish I could do more with this one. Because I would love to have, like, Tom scared. And the Wibble, like, blah. The Christmas special is canon. Although it doesn't have to be. So in our heads, it's technically canon. Watching NTN and GHCC sparks my imagination. Almost makes me want to make a story of my own. You absolutely should, Drew. You absolutely should. By the way, Drew, what's your favorite episode from NTN? Or, well, actually, let's do both. What is your favorite GHCC episode? What's your favorite NTN episode? It can be shorts or the main series. My personal favorite is either the one with the montages or episode 9. I really love episode 9. Out of the shorts, I really love 1.7. That one's probably my favorite. Yeah, I think that was good. Yeah, so it's a thumbnail. It works. It looks better than nothing, right? Yeah, so we're going to save that. You honestly don't watch GHCC. Boy, you have to get back on me on that. Get back to me at your leisure, man. I'm only at 54 minutes. I technically have another hour and 6 to waste time. I'll probably make another couple thumbnails for future videos to be prepared. But BPD, you totally should watch GHCC. They are technically in the same universe as Next to Nothing. They technically are in the same universe. Now, that's something we don't tell people, but it is because we make a connection. One of the GHCCs is actually directly correlated to the main Next to Nothing series. Just gotta pay attention. What was I doing? Oh, I'm saving this. So we're going to save this as... I'm going to put it as JPEG. Go to YouTube, game, NTN, thumbnails. This is 6.8. Or 6.4. Excuse me. And then... Also, got any story writing tips? Yeah, I think I do. Give me one sec. Before I get too derailed off of my train of thought in finishing this, let me do this, and then I will give you a tip or two. Granted, understand, I'm not the most qualified. I don't think I'm that good of a writer. I think everybody I work with is a better writer than me. However, you guys seem to like NTN, and I wrote a good chunk of it. So, maybe I'm okay. That's about where I stand. I still don't think I'm very good, but I do appreciate the fact that people like my stuff, my content. So it makes me happy. Toll is a better writer than me, so he's another person you should ask for writing tips. My suggestion for writing is no idea is a bad idea, really, when starting off. Just throw every idea you have onto a page, right? So, like, we used Google Docs. Let me cheat. Pull this up. Let's go to Google. So we'll pull up our docs. I'll give you guys a little insight behind the scenes that I shouldn't do, but I created Game and X Nothing, so I do what I want. Don't tell the other guys. We actually do a whole democratic thing. We vote on, like, everything. Anyways, so let's see. Let's go give you little hints of our scripting. Season 2. I can't do that. Nope, I'm sorry. I cannot give you guys that spoiler. I'm going too far. Whew! I almost ruined it. So we'll go to the main series, go to scripting, go to season 1. That's wrapped, and we'll do the season 1 outline because you guys have seen it. So, I always bullet point. I come up with an idea. So, right here, this is our finalized season outline. I write a story outline first. I don't do episodes or chapters as I put this. I do a story beat. So, like, what is the overall story I want to accomplish? And then I write main plots down from there. Sometimes those plots come from ideas that, like, I guess a good example is I wanted to introduce Tom at some point. Tom was planned from the beginning, but originally I was outvoted to have a third person, and then I weaseled my way into letting that happen. I wanted to introduce Tom, so we created Tom to come in later in the episode. So, like, I actually wrote episode 3 and 4's outline before I wrote 1 and 2. So, like, sometimes you can create a plot beforehand and build to it, like, and come up with ideas on how to get there. So the idea is just have an idea. Throw it on a piece of paper. Just at the moment, like, say you just have a bunch of, like, random ideas of things you want to accomplish in your story, right? So just throw that on a page. That way you don't forget it. Then use that page as reference and, like, how can I logically connect this idea to this idea, right? And you just kind of create natural points. Then, like I said, create your story outline. Just generic story outline. It doesn't have to be anything convoluted or complicated. Just make a story outline, right? And then you break it down to each episode. And then each episode you outline like this. And understand and be open-minded that everything is prone to change. Do not, like, have anything solid in your head unless you know it's a great idea. Be open-minded, because originally, I'm about to show you, season 1 is written as 6 episodes. So it's chapter 1 through chapter 6. And if you watch the show, we have 9 episodes total. The reason for it is when we filmed, episode 1 turned out to be about 10 minutes. I think like 9 minutes, actually. I wrote it intentionally to be a short episode just to kind of get people into it. But chapter 2 turned out to be 25 pages. So our first episode was 15 pages. Chapter 2 turned out to be 25 pages. Chapter 3 turned out to be 26 pages. Chapter 4 turned out to be 22. Chapter 5 turned out to be 20. Chapter 6 turned out to be like 28. So we broke each of these episodes up into 2 episodes, and then we kind of added moments to extend them. So we made each episode roughly about 12 to 15 pages. And that's how we ended up with our 9-episode season. But yeah, like, throw everything you can on a piece of paper. You create your story outline. Then you outline each episode. And my suggestion is focus on characters more than story. So our story of Next to Nothing is very simple, right? So Prek crashes on a planet. He meets Ness. Ness is an idiot. They have to survive and get off the planet. That's the problem. They have to figure out how to get off the planet. You have to create that overarching problem they have to solve. In that storyline, it's simple. They meet somebody. They build a ship. They fly off the planet. Like, that's very simple. We focus on the characters, though, and their personalities, and that's what gives it depth, I guess. Because people latch on to characters. If you have good characters, it doesn't really matter what your story is. A great example that I like to point people to is Supernatural. It's going on 14 seasons. Now, the show has had its ups and downs. Some seasons are better than others. Some seasons are terrible. But people continue to watch it because of the characters, and they're phenomenal. Like, they're really strong characters. Dean and Sam, they're just great. Everybody loves them. So, you're willing to sit through a bad storyline for them because the characters kind of carry the storyline. Don't lose focus on your characters. But people always have different points. Like, Spen and I have very different ideas of what good writing is. My idea of good writing is just, I like strangers that meet and they find a common goal. Because I think that's what brings people together. Spen likes everything to interconnect. And I think that works with some things and things like that. So you'll see his writing style a lot more in his show when he releases it. He has a side project he's working on that will be released pretty soon. I'm excited for it, but it is NTN connected as well. I'm trying to build an NTN universe. But yeah, I hope I helped answer that, Drew. I ramble a lot, and I know that yeah, continue watching. We need music. I know it's a lot, so hopefully helps. Yeah, I have to start writing down character ideas. Absolutely. Fun fact. I think I've said this before a long time ago. Prek and Ness and Tom originally were just placeholder names. They weren't like names that were supposed to be their names, but it stuck because we kept using them as we were filming and writing this story out, and like we just liked them. So anytime, Drew. I wouldn't say it's great advice, but it's definitely advice. So I'm more than happy to give some of that. You know what I should do? I should just turn my office light on, and that way it's not so obnoxiously dark around there. Give me 1 sec. Don't mind the silence. Listen to some beautiful music, and then I'll be sure to yell at you as I continue to walk away from the desk. Boom. How does that look? I have a background now. Dang it, I'm coming to sit back down. Bing bada boom. We're here. Look at that. Look at that. Is it perfect? No. Is it better? Sure. My wife is coming to interrupt. What's up?
I just want to see your light switch.
Oh, it's not great. You could have just joined the stream.
I know, I forgot.
My wife, everybody. Say hello. I heard that in the podcast, something Red versus Blue did poorly in season 15-16 was that they put the focus on the story more than the characters, when the stories those seasons weren't even very good. 17 balanced things really well to end the trilogy on a good note. I haven't seen season 17, but yeah. That would be my guess of why their seasons aren't very good, is because they focus more on the plot than the characters. And it's hard when you get to a show that long. You have 17 seasons in a show. It's hard to really push those characters in new directions, I guess. But in the way I see it is characters evolve, so don't be afraid to let them evolve, right? When writing Next to Nothing, Prek, Ness, and Tom are a certain personality in season 1. In season 2, we're exploring different aspects of their personalities. In season 3, we'll explore different aspects of their personalities there. In season 4, we'll do the same thing. Like, even though the characters will evolve, we're not gonna change who they are. They're still gonna react the same way they would react to something. They're still gonna treat each other the same way to a degree, because that's their rapport with one another. But I am very excited to see the growth. Season 2 is very exciting. Writing it was like up and down roller coasters. Now, there's a small aspect of it that I'm kind of worried people might not latch onto as much. But I thought it was very necessary for the plot, for certain characters. And I'm really hoping it takes off. I'm hoping people like them, because it has a lot of potential to gain traction. And if it does, it could create another spin-off for Next to Nothing. What else was I doing? Yeah. Look at our season 1 outline. By the way, another plug: patrons. Anybody who does $5 or more will get all the behind the scenes access to our scripts. Anything we release, we're actually going to start releasing on Patreon for anybody who does $5 and up. So you can read all the scripts of how we write it, and then all of our comments of how we talk to each other. I don't know to them. But yeah, you got a small sneak into our drive. You got to sneak into looking behind our videos. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what to do. I guess I can just edit something. I can just find something to edit. Let's see. I can... You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna toy with the idea of making a new looking logo thing for Son of a Geek. We don't need to save. Okay. Okay. And there's gonna be a lot of deleting. Okay. So now here's what I'm thinking. I like to do this. Cut that out. Then it should just be this, right? Yeah, it should be kind of perfect. So now, oh, exactly. A major part of the problem with the direction of the characters was the latter parts of Red vs. Blue. The writers trying to go back to their old characterizations when it doesn't work with their development. And the refusal to develop the Red team really hurts the show in some ways due to how stale most of them have become. Sarge hasn't changed a bit, but is still good. The rest, though, really needed change. You know, there are writing techniques where you don't have to change your characters at all, too. So a good example of that is, like, if you look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain America doesn't really change a whole lot. I mean, he changes because he modernizes himself, and he obviously, like, grows to distrust the government. But, I mean, his characterization, his personality, his integrity never changes. Most movies, you want a hero to overcome and grow. And Captain America does not overcome and grow anything. He has the same integrity, the same belief system throughout all three of his movies. And when you do that, the environment has to change. And so a character like Sarge, he doesn't have to change, but his environment does, which is his team. And like you said, Griff and I'm not remember Simmons, Griffin Simmons. They should change around him to make him more dynamic. Yeah, I digress. Let's see. So we're gonna make a logo as if it is popping up here. So I need to change my color to fit. Oh, dicks. That's not what I wanted to do. I needed a solid color. I think that's the right color. Yep. I'm going to move that right here. So the idea here is we're going to do the same thing. Right? We're creating this. Now, I'm not a fan of how plumpy this looks. So I'm thinking right there. Maybe, right? Yeah, it seems alright. Okay. So then we take this and we... Nope. We're going to grab this, I think. Move it up here. So we got to erase all of that nonsense. Super tiny. Get a little bigger one. There we go. You guys hear this Christmas music? It's really soothing and peaceful. I'm liking it. I love Christmas music, by the way, for those interested. Or if you're not, that's fine. But it doesn't change my love for it. I think it's great. Oh no! I screwed that up hardcore. There we go. So we're going to change it. This way. So like that. And I don't want to make the controller any smaller. So I mean we do need to make the circle bigger. There we go. So then we got this, right? Move that about right. Oh, dang it. Ah. Let's go back. And cancel. I'm just gonna go back. No, it's not going back completely. I don't know why. Ah, sucks. Because it cut my controller off. That's alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually just eliminate this controller, right? Now we're going to move this over here to match this way, and then make it a little bigger. About right there. Okay, and now we're gonna open and grab our controller. Okay, and boom. Oh, gosh dang it. Boom. So now we'll move it this way, basically like this. Right? Right here, there we go. Said we're gonna move this over a little bit more. And this right there. So make the controller just a tad smaller. Right there. How's that looking? It's looking right. It's looking like something. I could just do that. Give it a little hump past the controller. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'm on board with that, right? How's that look? That looks pretty decent. And Lopez and Simmons are absolutely stale, the worst two characters in the show right now because of just how boring they are. Simmons desperately needs focus. BPD, you really love Next to Nothing, and I can appreciate that. I hope one day, I know we're still an infant of a show, one day NTN can have that impact on you as well. That would be awesome. Yeah. Right there. So I'm thinking here, probably drag that out, right? Oh, no, I can't do that. So I need to... Yeah. Rasterize is fine. Thinking we'll make this large enough. Give it like that. There we go. Still has that little curve like there, but it's not as sharp. Kind of a little there. Zio! Just because I like Next to Nothing doesn't mean I can't enjoy other shows. And you said to just talk to you about what's on our minds. I know that. I didn't say you couldn't talk about it. I said I love that you have a passion for it, and I hope that NTN, you'll grow a similar passion for that. That's it. That's it. I don't have a problem talking about red versus blue. I was just saying, I hope that one day NTN will give you the same passion. Because I think that passion's awesome. We're going to merge that. Yeah, it's fine with that. And then we're going to do an outline, right? Nope, that's the wrong button. Boom. Okay, what do you think of that one? What do you think of that one? How's that one look? We're going to save it. I don't know how I feel about it, but we're going to save it anyways. Just to have a thumb template test. Boom. Alright. So, everyone else, BPD has been talking a lot. Got a few other people here. What's going on with you? What are you up to? Do you have any questions? You want to talk about anything? Want my thoughts on anything? I have a lot of thoughts. Whether or not they're valuable is the real question. But, you know, I'll say something. Also, do you want me to edit anything right now? Like, I can make something. I'll make something up. Like, give me something. Give me a challenge. Let me do something. Let's right here. We're gonna open. Oh, we're gonna do new. Right? Yeah. Right here. New. Boom. Just like that. So, what do you want to make? Huh? Anyone. I'll make anything. Will we see Return of Wibble Season 2? You know, that's a great question. I don't know. The Wibble is something that is out of my control. I don't do a whole lot of Wibble things. It's quite possible. We could see a Wibble in Season 2. I'm not going to promise that, though. In the main series, more than likely, no. But in another short, there's an absolute possibility. You challenged me to make a new Pokemon using parts of an existing one. Challenge accepted. Let's go to the Googs and find some Pokemon. So let's see. We're going to look up Pokemon and find anything that can inspire me to Frankenmon up. Let's see, we got all kinds of Pokemons right there. I have no idea what any of those are, so we're not going to do that. I'm thinking. Let's see. Looks like somebody already kind of did these. I like the ideas. Somebody's already poking mashing. Alright, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna do something easy first. So here we go. We're gonna hit up a muck, right? Or is it Grimer? Grimer. We're gonna hit Grimer. Okay, we're gonna Grimer this dude. We need him. I need to find a certain art style. This one. So, boom. There we go. We're gonna open up. Oh, no. Wrong one. We're gonna go back over here. And do some licking tongue. Like that. Then I need to find one that fits a very similar animation. To which I'm not finding one, so we're gonna steal this one. So we're gonna save that. Oh, damn. And drag him right there. Okay. You already see where I'm going with this, right? I hope so. Because I'm cheating hardcore about this one. It's super easy. Boom. First I need to rasterize, right? Nope. Then I cut it. Boom. Look at that. Oh, man. I encourage other people to talk in the chat. If you are here, guys, I also encourage that. Let's see. We're gonna... Boom. That's not enough, though. Even though I did that, and it's easy, it's not enough. We need to do something else, right? So we gotta... Let's find another... Come on. It's me again. I was thinking of the storytelling writing advice. Would it be fine if my story took place in the same universe as GHCC? I wouldn't touch any of your storylines, I promise. You know, you are more than welcome to make any story you want. If it is awesome, we'll deem it canon. If not, that's fine. It won't be canon. But yeah, GHC is technically a part of the Next Nothing universe. So, proceed at your own risk. But yeah, do whatever you want, man. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Thinking, what else can a Grimer be? Right? Like, let's see. He's just a sludge ball. So, we need to find other creatures, right? And... let's see. Let us see. Lettuce. Like from a salad. Let us see. Okay, my immediate idea is about a scavenger in one of the lesser visited hubs. Scavenger, so like a hub that's already gone? So like maybe it's an old pre-existing hub? It's like making fan fiction. It's precisely what it is, BPD. Very similar. But if it's awesome and it fits in with our universe pretty well, I don't have a problem with it being possibly canon. Let's see. I'm really bad at this Pokemon fusing. I would have to spend like a lot of time thinking about it. Not good at this. I don't do a lot of Pokemon stuff. It's been years. We'll see though. We'll figure something out. Maybe Grimer is just super hard. Like Licking Tongue just kind of went in naturally, right? But Grimer doesn't go so naturally. So let's look at some other Pokemon. Maybe we can do something else. What if Pokemon fused? Like Dragon Ball Z. They like did the fusion ha, and then they blended into these Pokemon. That would be interesting, right? Or terrible. Probably a bit of both. Interesting and terrible. All at the same time. You want ideas for Pokemon to use, Zio? I know all 807 plus of them. It's my fault of useless information. Like, say, Hub 5. I was exploring them recently. It would be a perfect place. Dude, you can do that if you want. So, like, the Galactic Hub Call Center, I mean, we don't really use any specific hubs. We just... we really just, like... Fine, we create our own little space station. It's just a thing we use to create yeah, a call center out of. So you could like find an abandoned call center, but if you're looking for like actual Galactic Hub in our universe, the Galactic Hub is like the government that owns everything in the universe. So basically they own all the TV channels to your cable. They control the fire department, the police department. They also control all forms of entertainment, like I said, in your TV channels. They control all internet and phones and things like that. That's what the Galactic Hub is to us. It's not literal Galactic Hub in the actual universe. It's our interpretation of the Galactic Hub in our little pocket of the universe of No Man's Sky. And we got permission from them to do so. The only restriction they give us is like, don't make us look like dicks. And we're not. We're just making them look like a silly little controlling. My big inspiration from the Galactic Hub is, if you're a fan of Ratchet and Clank, there's a lot of similarities and inspiration there. But yeah, think more about it. I would love to see what kind of story you come with. Are you planning to do your own machinima, or are you just writing? Disney in 50 years. Yes. Pretty much. Pretty much, BBD. Yeah. Oh, Detective Pikachu was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Probably just right, or maybe a comic. It's a good idea. I want to do NTN comics as well. But I'm already stretched super thin for all the content I make already. So it's really hard. But that is the thing we talk about. However, I think I'm probably going to call it. I'm hungry, and it's getting late where I'm at. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. You're all awesome. Here is my combination of Licking Tongue and Muck, or Grimer. And I hope it's amazing. Probably disappointing, like most things I do. But thanks anyways, guys. You have been awesome. Thanks for hanging out. It really means a lot to me. Anything you want to talk about, I will be streaming again eventually to do more thumbnails. So bring those topics. Come hang out with me. But have a good night, guys. I need to figure out how to stop.